Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just a quick middle of the day update. It's been a quiet weekend overall. Yeah, Bitcoin stretched a little higher, reached the perfect target there for the wave 5. Actually, okay, not the perfect necessarily one, but one that I'm happy with. Remember what we talked about? We highlighted that the wave 5 has a good chance of reaching the 1.618 extension. That's what we wanted to see. It could stretch. I mean, if it you might want to know what the next upside targets are. The 1.786 extension would point to 43,188 and the 200% extension to 43,655. So if we stretch a little higher from here, these would be the next levels to watch. I really don't want it to get above 43,655. You might ask why, because then this move up will look too long for a fifth wave and it will get the overall look of a larger ABC structure again. Okay, so the wave 5 shouldn't get very much extended. At the moment, I think, I mean, for anybody who's new, I can only recommend check out the previous video. I looked at the daily chart there as well. In this video, I really only want to give you a quick update about the shorter time frame, as in around about half an hour, we start our member live stream. And today we talk about what are the altcoins likely going to do, sort of towards the halving, after the halving, talking about the best altcoin setups that I see right now, and so on. You can always re-watch the live stream later, by the way, if you are interested in joining. But yeah, I mean, what we're doing here is essentially we're just checking, is this larger correction, which started around the 11th of January, is that already over or not? And it could be, yeah, because what we've seen now is a first 5-wave move to the upside. Well, that's a start. That's a start. And the next level of confirmation that a lasting low has been established would be a pullback and holding a higher low. And then a break above this high will be the next confirmation, okay? But then if we rally further, we need to be aware that it could just be a high corrective wave, like the X wave here, W, X, and we make another low. Therefore, once we have a low established here, I will give you the next support levels and the next upside targets. And I will make you aware where this X wave could top. So we will need to watch that level closely. But if it pushes above that resistance and then forms another higher low and another higher high, we have the next 5-wave move. And that's sort of how we investigate the microstructure continuously to understand when the chart, so if the chart is still adhering to the roadmap and when the chart starts to deviate. And if the chart starts to deviate from it, then it's basically like a warning, okay? So I made you aware in the previous video that it is likely that we now start a bit of a pullback there. Well, that pullback seems to be starting, or at least we've started to see a little bit of a pullback there, as you can see. So let us zoom in. Really just want to focus on the short term. I have labeled this now as a wave 1 top or an A wave, yeah, because it could be an A wave, larger 5-wave move in wave A, then a B wave pullback and a C wave rally to complete this X wave. Or it's going to be a wave 1, a wave 2, and a third wave. No way of knowing that. Looking at the short term, this is really just noise. Most important question on this chart is still, can the chart break out to the upside before breaking below 35K? 35,000 is the relevant support level. If you watch the previous video or just hang around, and in one of the next ones, I'm going to talk about the daily time frame as well again. If as long as it's holding 35K, we should see further upside towards 55, 60K. Break below 35K, it's like the pivot point. It's the pivotal point that basically leads to a switch in probabilities from a directly bullish scenario to all-time highs to a more substantial pullback, but not a new bear market low, at least not from what we can see right now. Okay, before getting to new all-time highs, however. There's usually been a dip before the halving, but how many data points we have? Really not many, right? So it's not enough for a trading strategy. That's why we simply focus on the Elliott waves, and they tell us when support levels break, when sentiment shifts, when parameters are not respected anymore. Really, I don't need anything else. And what we now look for is potentially a pullback here towards 40.6K. The 50% FIB level, yeah, at least, well, it needs to hold the 78.6 retracement at 39,406. Any break below it would indicate that this is not a 5-wave move, or at least it didn't hold support, because any sustained break below that level will indicate that we have a failure, and that, yeah, it's going to make a new low most likely, more directly, which at the moment I'm not primarily watching for because we have 5 waves up. So hope that comes across. Cannot rule out that it's still stretching a little higher in wave A or 1, but I gave you the next targets for that. And in any pullback, if it starts right now, I'd like to see it hold above 39,406 to confirm further a short-term bullish outlook. So at the moment, it's all going well for confirming that a lasting low has been established in this 4th wave. And I'm going to check in every video the relevant parameters so that we stay on course. At the moment, it's worth knowing that any break below 39,406, also those previous swing lows here, will indicate that, okay, another low is coming more directly. Until then, as long as pullbacks are corrective due to the 5-wave move up now, I would focus on higher. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.